Wine and Dine News will take you on exciting dining and entertainment adventures. These will tempt your palate and improve your culinary talents. We will make you king of your kitchen and queen of restaurant selection. Each restaurant on Wine and Dine News will be presented on numerous shows, so that in each one we've discovered, we may thoroughly explore secret recipes, consumer tips, decorative food preparation, and many other interesting subjects for you.
Write to us with your ideas, and if you would like recipes from our experts, just let us know.
Welcome to the Palisadium and Wine and Dine News. I have a very special show for you this week. We're going to introduce you to continental French cuisine. And we have our representative, who is a continental Frenchman himself, Chef Andre. And we have our Wine and Dine News reporter, Pamela Kramer. And I'd like to introduce you to my viewers, Andre. Say how do you do. He's going to tell you some of the wonderful things that we have discovered at the Palisadium. And we're going to introduce you to the first segment this week, which will be appetizers. The appetizers that represent the Palisadium are before you, and we'll go over them a little with Andre so you can see what continental French cuisine is. Okay, let's begin. What is on my very, very front? What is that, Andre? That was delicate, right? Okay, what do we have here?
This is artichoke and mushrooms, sliced and marinated with herbs, oil and vinegar, you know.
That's a wonderful, wonderful dish. I tasted it and it's marvelous. I'm sure our researchers will enjoy it. Okay, and Pamela?
Okay, what is this, Andre, for me? It's very interesting.
This is herbes de palme. It's very tender, and you serve with house dressing.
Is that a representative of continental French cuisine?
Little.
Usually?
Tropical.
Oh, it's very, very. And your specialty, which I have heard many people say that they enjoy here, is what?
This is Palisadium seafood salad. This is a calamari, shrimp, celery, pepper, onion, marinated on the lemon juice, and served with the oil and the seasoning. You know.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And is this type of thing available all the time?
Oh, yes.
Yes, at all times.
All time.
Are you open for lunch here?
No.
No, so that this is the type of thing that people can come for dinner.
Only for dinner, yes.
And how many days a week are you open?
6 days.
6
This
days.
day closed Monday.
Closed Monday. Oh, well, then they can come and have these wonderful things 6 days. And in the evening, what time does dinner begin?
6 o'clock.
6. Oh, that's wonderful.
Suit
We
and
can
tie?
make that.
A suit and tie for gentlemen and
Yeah, what type of
what
dress?
type of dress?
Yes.
Jacket and tie. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's nice to know. You just like to know because I'm sure they're going to be wondering. This way we'll save you the trouble of everybody calling.
Yeah.
Okay, now what do we have in front of us that
I
is
have smoked salmon.
smoked salmon?
This is served with capers, with chopped eggs and onion. Yes.
And how is it served?
This is served on dining room. Slang les copies de mettre these slangs on dining room. Yes.
Oh, our maitre d' Tom, who
Yes.
we're going to meet, he does that right in front of the people.
Yes.
Oh, how lovely. Isn't that elegant? And you have, then you slice it fresh then?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, this is one example of continental French cuisine. And you can always find Chef Andre here at the Palisadium in Cliffside Park to demonstrate and to feed you elegantly. So make sure, I think we did mention that you need jackets and ties here, but you don't. You just need jackets and wonderful, attractive ladies, right?
Yes.
And then you'll be able to experience some of the continental French cuisine. Meanwhile, we'll see you on our next dining segment. Continental French cuisine is something that many of our viewers have written into Wine and Dine News about. And I have discovered the Palisadium in Cliffside Park as the experts of this fantastic way of presenting food. And our experts are Tom, the maitre d', and our wonderful chef Andre, who will describe for you some of our selections that will illustrate this marvelous way of preparing food. Tom, would you like to describe the way that you work at the Palisadium?
What we do, our chef with his crew
Right.
prepare delicious food, and my crew in the dining room, it's explaining to our customers exactly what they having.
I see.
When come outside, always we have, it's a French service we call, everything comes on the platters. We have waiters, captains, busboys. So the captain dishes from the platters on the plate and the waiter serving to the customers.
I see.
And always come, consistency is the most important in our restaurant, which always our Andre, the chef, gives us.
Right.
And we're proud of it. And
And-
the food looks like this. We are busy or it's slow at nights, always comes same.
Right. The consistency is one of the things at the Palisadium that our restaurant researchers have discovered. It is marvelous. Now
Thank you.
let's just go through some of this. This is really beautiful. The preparation is exquisite. Exquisite, my dear chef.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. All right, let's begin. Our wonderful dish that we have now. What is this?
Chateaubriand.
Chateau-
We book here vegetable, all fresh vegetable. You know. You have tomato, carrot, broccoli, cauliflower, string beans. And Chateaubriand is for two.
I see.
Yeah.
And exactly a Chateaubriand of this type is served at the table?
At the table, it's for two. It's actually it's double filet mignon put together, and then it's sliced nicely with all the vegetables presented, put on the plate, and then it's given to our customers.
I see. And about how long does one cook a Chateaubriand?
Around 25 minutes.
I see.
Depends if it's rare, medium rare, well done.
Right, whatever the
Yeah,
customer
the customer
desires.
need to wait little for this.
I see. All right, and what do we have on the right? That's very unusual.
Here we have snapper and papillote, which is red snapper and paper bag.
And why do
That,
we... Oh,
that
good.
comes out again on the carridon, and the captain opens just like this. Cuts the paper, turns around, and then turns around and stays right in the paper. We serve on the front of the customers, and they enjoy it. It's a red snapper with some special sauce which Andre makes it.
And
If he
why-
wants to explain the sauce, if he can, I don't know.
This sauce is the fish velouté
Yes,
mixed with the peeled tomato.
I see.
Yeah.
And the velouté is made from the
Made
sauce?
from the snapper bone.
Yes.
Yes.
I see.
Boy with all seasoning, you know, thyme, bay leaf, oregano,
I
basil. Yeah.
Fresh seasonings, eh? And why do we do that in the paper bag, as they say? I know that's not the polite way of saying it, but that's what we're going to say.
Actually, it's because all the taste, all the flavor stays right in.
I see.
Nothing is wasted. As we open it, you see the steam comes up and it goes right in front of the customer, and really it's enjoyable.
The aroma, I can
Aroma.
tell. As soon as you cut it, it's really wonderful. And what do we have here, Chef?
Here you have the seafood grill. Seafood grill is a broiled seafood with lobster tail, half lobster tail,
Yes.
African, and shrimp and scallops.
I see. And
Served with garlic,
oh, wonderful! I love it. Served with garlic.
and one white sauce.
And a wine sauce too. How can you give us a brief description of the sauce?
The sauce you need to make the stock with the bone again.
Yes.
Veal bone.
Oh,
Boil for
veal bone.
Veal bone.
Get that, girls.
Yes.
Veal bone.
For almost 3 days.
3
You
days.
need 72-hour boil with all seasoning.
You'd have to
Yeah.
really move in to do that, right?
After you mix with the wine,
Yes. I see. And what type of a wine do you use?
I use the Burgundy, the Chablis.
That's why it has that really nice tangy flavor. Oh, thank you. And what else do we have for our selection on this
I
table?
have a veal Eugene. Veal
Uh-huh.
Eugene is with asparagus, crumbled legs. It's a breaded veal. It's served with bordelais sauce.
I see. And when you do cook this veal, how long do you cook it for?
Not too much.
No?
Around 10 minutes.
That's all.
5 minutes.
Really?
10 minutes.
Okay. And then we have our wonderful style of cuisine, which is offered at the Palisadium. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and our restaurant researchers will comment as to which dishes they prefer at this wondrous restaurant, the Palisadium in Cliffside Park.
Thank
and of
you.
course, I just am enjoying every minute of it. The aroma is just fascinating. And we'll see you on our next dining segment. Well, I have watched, I have seen, they carve exquisitely. They serve in the most elegant manner. And of course, before us, we have some selections that the Palisadium does present for their dining public. And for you home hostesses, I will have our chef explain some of his secrets. All right, let's begin. Of course, I understand from many of my friends in this area and from dining here that this really is your specialty.
Yes, the dog is a very big seller.
And would you describe a little bit about it for me? You cook it, right?
Yeah, I cook for 2 hours and a half,
Yes,
with
that's
the
what I
oven
mean.
around 275.
Right.
Yes.
And that's really what you have to
Yes.
do. You have to learn how to cook a duck properly, not overcook it.
No.
And I have had this here, and I have watched Tom serve it and carve it, and it is done magnificently. And I wouldn't say this normally, but the price for 2 people is something worth mentioning. It's around $18 or $19. What is it?
$18.95 exactly for 2.
How do you like that?
Yeah.
I mean, I could overlook that because it is an incredible price. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
you come to a restaurant like this, you think you're going to have to spend a fortune for something like this, but this is certainly what I would call far less than even reasonable. It's marvelous. And of course, you get all that theatrics with it too, It's wonderful.
It's a lot of show
Yes.
involved, yes.
You are a real show business man. Yes, I know. And do you get the wild rice with it?
We serve with the wild rice. It's flambé with Grand Marnier,
Ah.
wild rice, and it's served right on the table.
Ah, I see. And then you have the elegant duck, right? Well, that is really a wonderful dish, and I must not make light of it because it does taste terrific. Okay, on my right, the veal is also very unusual. The name of the dish is?
This is veal chop cordon bleu.
Right, and what is different?
I no make with the veal cutlet.
Good.
I make with the veal chop with the bone,
Yes, and that is
Yes.
something I have never seen
No,
in
yeah.
any restaurant. No, they always make
Yeah.
with the
And
cutlet.
it's a baby veal chops.
Bevel chop.
Little
Yeah.
bit.
You split in two, butterfly.
Yeah,
And you stuff with the army cheese.
yeah.
You cook around 15 minutes too.
Uh-huh, you're
Saute.
getting good. I don't have to ask him any questions now. You saute about
Saute with butter.
with butter
Yeah.
about 15 minutes.
I want 15 minutes.
I see. And there you have it. And how do you get the, where's the sauce from, the
This sauce
gravy?
is the borderless sauce.
I see. And I know I wasn't prepared to ask you this, but what exactly, for our home hostesses, is a Bordelais sauce?
Borderless sauce is a veal stock,
Uh-huh.
boiled for 72 hours.
72 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to sleep over for a long time for
Almost,
that. And
And you
then,
leave redux. You mix with the wine, with
Yeah.
the Burgundy and Chablis
yeah.
and Marsalates.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. No wonder it tastes so good. It's so difficult. And of course, the fact that you do serve a chop here rather than a cutlet does give you a really good
It's a big
piece.
difference here.
Oh, yes, I see that. You do things in a very classy way at the
We
Palisadium.
try to please our customers.
You do.
And when they come here, they gotta be feeling like they were at home. And that's what we try to give them.
I don't want to feel like I'm...
quality.
I want to feel like I'm here in a palace. This is what this is, a palace. But I understand. You want to make them feel comfortable, right?
That's right.
But extremely elegant.
That's right.
Today's elegant. Is that how you say
Très
it?
élégant.
Today's elegant. All right. And what do we have here?
This is stuffed shrimp royale.
I see. And chef, how do we prepare something
This
like
is
that?
stuffed with the crumb meat
Yeah.
stuffing,
Yes.
with the dough on top.
I see.
You cook for around 7 minutes.
Uh-huh. And then you just have a beautiful dish like
Yes,
that.
I serve this with the American sauce, lobster sauce.
Lobster sauce. And what is a lobster sauce?
A lobster sauce is lobster sauté, flambé cognac,
I see.
and with the fish stock.
Uh-huh. And then you have it. All right. Well, if you need a little help, if you want some help on some of these dishes, you can write to us on Wine and Dine News, Box 555, Ridgewood, New Jersey, 07450. And I'm sure I can ask the chef a little bit about some of his secrets. But if you're smart, you'll come down here like we did on Wine and Dine News, and our restaurant researchers will give you a few hints as to what their choices are here on Wine and Dine News. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will see you very shortly.
Hello, my name is Camille Lundgren, and I am a banquet representative from Texas Restaurant in East Rutherford. And when we started with the cold appetizers, I thought the hearts of palm were very, very good, since it was the first time I ever had something like that. And the dressing was really, really fantastic. And the artichoke hearts also in one of the salads was very, very good.
I'm Mildred Aventario from Brooklyn, New Jersey, and my favorite was the Palisadium seafood salad. It was different and unusual. It consisted of shrimp, calamari, and mushrooms. I enjoyed it very much.
Hey, Camille, which one of the hot entrees would you prefer?
All of them.
I knew you were
Okay.
a glutton.
Well, the Chateaubriand was excellent. The presentation was beautiful, and then when I tasted it, it was
Right.
better.
It was pretty. We
It
didn't
was
even want to
very
eat it.
beautiful. And
Vegetables are great, aren't they?
The hollandaise sauce over the broccoli was fantastic. The meat was prepared very well. Sauce, excellent.
Okay, thank you. And Millie.
Well, I'll second that, Camille, about the Chateaubriand. That was absolutely wonderful. I especially enjoyed the vegetables also. But my favorite was the red snapper. That in the fish family is one of my favorites, and I enjoyed that en papier, the way it was prepared. It was absolutely delicious.
Would you like to tell our viewers here on Wine and Dine News what you have to offer them on this dessert cart? It's marvelous. What a beautiful sight. Go ahead, Andre.
Yes, I have a Saint-Honoré. This, fun to money everywhere, It's a pâte à choux.
Uh-huh.
small bowl, deep on the sugar cook, you know. The cream is with the cream pâtissière, mixed with the egg white,
Yeah.
you know. And you serve like this.
Oh, it is just
Yeah.
marvelous. It's so beautiful to
Yeah.
look at. I think I'd be almost afraid to cut it. Okay, what is next?
You have the apple tartin over there. The name
I
is
see.
tartin, you know.
Yeah.
This you cook the sugar with butter and
Uh-huh.
apple.
Oh,
You make a coal.
yeah,
After you put the dough on top,
yeah,
you recook on the oven.
uh-huh,
You remake a coal.
yeah.
You remake a warm only to turn over.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
It does take a lot of work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then you learn how to present them so fabulous. And
Yeah.
this looks
This
familiar.
is the cream caramel.
Yeah.
Cream caramel is only eggs,
Yeah,
milk,
yeah,
and sugar
I see.
in caramel.
And what do you do to get it look that good?
I make on the mold. I cook on the oven for 1 hour around
Yeah.
325.
Yeah,
And I reverse.
really?
Yeah.
And it comes out so
Yeah.
perfecto.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's something
This I
there.
have a chocolate mousse, strawberry Romanov, strawberry.
Really?
I have tart, French tart too, you know, with apple, pear, strawberry on the middle.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Just beautiful. It's really beautiful. And the big
Cheesecake
thing-
in Black Forest.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, we have given you a few helpful hints as to some of the secrets here on Wine and Dine News that our chef Andre has hidden in that marvelous brain of his. And if you'd like a little help, perhaps when you come to the Palace Stadium, you'll say hello to Andre and ask him a little more. Join us at the Palace Stadium in Cliffside Park as we ask the expert, the subject, catering. Each week we receive volumes of mail from our viewers. Promotions coordinator Dana reports that in addition to requests for recipes are catering inquiries. The Palace Stadium is a top-rated establishment in this field. Let's ask the expert why this is so. I'd like to introduce all of my viewers to Marshall Luskoff. And Marshall, I'd like to ask you, what is your position here at the Palace Stadium?
I supervise all the restaurants, Mr. Jim Dimitrakis, which happens to own the Palace Stadium, and several other restaurants.
So that means you're in charge of everything that goes on here.
Well, everything that has to do with food,
Well-
beverage, banquets, service, maintenance, everything, yes.
Okay, then you are the expert that we are looking for, and welcome to Wine and Dine News.
Well, I thank you, and I hope I can be of service.
I'm sure. First question. The Palace Stadium does have a wonderful reputation in the field of catering. I myself have attended many affairs here. Just why is this so? I know it's a broad question, but what do you do to ensure your reputation so that it doesn't fall at any time?
I think it's a combination of things. Number one, we have a very unique location. The Palace Stadium is on the cliffs overlooking the Hudson River on the former site of the Palisades Amusement Park. So one, I think our ambiance is very unique.
Yeah.
Number two, the interior of the restaurant and all the catering facilities are very exciting, very refreshing, very well maintained, and it's not typical like you'd find in many catering establishments.
Oh, I'll say, it's really comfortable also. What do you think separates the Palace Stadium from a regular catering hall? What would you say?
I think we have one big edge over a catering hall. The Palace Stadium restaurant has a very fine reputation. It's very successful. And every catered affair that comes out of the Palace Stadium is a reflection on the Palace Stadium. So we do not let our catering affairs be of any less service, quality, standards than our restaurant. So unlike a catering hall, where they just have catering affairs, we're running a restaurant as well, and our people in the kitchen are very skilled and very high trained.
I would like you now, after you have told us why you are successful in your field, and I'm sure that my viewers are convinced, if they were going to somebody small, let's say, or somebody in Florida, because we are airing there too, what should they look out for? What can you do to educate them as to how to, you know, really go about in a business-like, educated fashion, you know, making their first affair?
Well, You asked me to give away the tricks of the
Yes,
trade, huh?
that's just what I was really leading up to.
Okay, well-
I let you give out all your secrets, that you wanted. Now how about a few that,
Okay,
you want to
I
give
think you're 100% correct, and obviously any catering establishment always tries to obviously have a large, profitable
Right,
affairs
well,
they can
that's
have.
the name of the game.
But this could be done with the betterment of the people having the affair,
Right.
or it could be done just to sake to bring in extra sales. I think anybody holding a function, no matter what type of function it is, wedding, business, bar mitzvah, you should go into a catering establishment to discuss with the catering manager. One, you should have a good idea how much money you want to spend per person. on your
Before
affair.
you go in.
Before you go in. Now, I'm not saying you have to have one number in your mind, like $4. I mean, give a range. I
range.
want to spend $3 to $5 a person. And then hear the person out, see what they can do for what you want to spend. Remember now, any catering place can serve you beef Wellington as a main course. They can serve you half a lobster as an appetizer. And they can serve you crepe Suzettes for dessert. But obviously it's going to cost a lot more money than another type of menu. So have an idea of what kind of money you want to spend per person. But give yourself some leeway, because the catering establishment might suggest better ways to make your affair more successful, to make it more meaningful, to make it more that their guests will remember it more. Number two, have an idea of what you want to do. A lot of people, when they do catering, I found, they try to play one-upsmanship with their neighbor or their relative.
Oh, yeah.
So if one person
Rode
had,
an elephant in, he wants to come
right,
in
they
with
want to
a
ride in
camel.
on they want to ride in on 2 elephants.
Right.
Okay, so obviously all of this will add to your cost.
I see.
If you're trying to really have the best function for your daughter who's getting married, for your child that's getting confirmed, for a business meeting, have an idea of what you want to do, how elegant you want to make it, how fancy, and are you just trying to give the person who the affair is for something to remember, or are you the parent really trying to play
Have a wedding.
one-upsmanship with the other person's parents?
I know,
okay?
I've
So
seen that.
this is honest. This is straight from the heart.
Okay.
That's where a lot of places,
Can
obviously,
get you then.
if they feel that you are willing to spend any amount of money to make
accomplish
it better
this.
than the Joneses did, well, okay.